Hello, welcome to Inside the NFL. I am your host, Mason Colarusso, along with your two co-hosts, Timothy Quinn and Jackson Lang. Today, we will be talking about how we think the Dolphins will perform this season. Tim, hit me with it.
I think they will perform as a team pretty well. I don't think Tua will be a quarterback. I think towards the end of the season, or maybe even next season, they'll look to find a new quarterback.
Jackson?
So, I completely agree with you with the new quarterback part. I don't think Tua is going to be the man for Miami, at least.
I agree. Yep.
But I don't think they're going to work well together as a team.
Okay.
At least Tua and Tyreek. Everybody's talking about how, Tua, the young guy, just got a great, good veteran kind of, but also just a great receiver in general.
Yep.
Yes, he did lose Devontae Parker, but he still has Waddle, who I think he'll be able to connect with. But Tyreek is not the way he rolls.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't think he'll be able to do it with Tyreek, and they might not even pass as much because now they got Raheem Mostert. So they might do fine, probably come in third. I don't think that they're going to beat out the Patriots with the way that Tyreek Hill's taken up a spot of wide receiver that he won't be able to successfully do with Tua as his quarterback.
So do you think they'll be
Honestly,
worse than the Jets?
Boys,
No.
Maybe? No.
I agree with both of you completely. He's not the man. He's got, like Jackson said, he's got Tyreek Hill, Raheem Mostert, all those weapons, but he's not used to throwing it deep downfield, you know?
Mm-hmm.
He throws interceptions all the time.
Yep.
And I
And-
think we have a question.
So, how do you think Tua will react to the presence of Tyreek Hill? Do you think we could see Tyreek Hill pulling in Antonio Brown and running off the field because Tua constantly underthrows him?
So, no. Okay,
I
I don't think that anybody's going to pull an Antonio Brown, because nobody is Antonio Brown. He was a little, let's say, crazy at the time. But I think that he's going to be upset. I think he's probably going to ask for a trade if things don't go that well, which most likely he will be asking for a trade at the end of the season. I don't think he's going to pull an Antonio Brown. I don't think that's really going to happen.
I agree with him. I can see Tyreek Hill getting somewhat upset, kind of upset and disappointed in his team. I can see that happening, but Antonio Brown just lost at that game, and I don't think that will be something you'll see often. In fact, I don't think that'll be something you see at all, and I hope that it won't be. Anyways, while we're speaking of Tyreek Hill, how do we think the Chiefs are going to do this season?
Some people think they're going to be an AFC, they're going to be in the AFC Championship game. I do not agree with that. I don't think they're going to do great. And I think without Tyreek, Patrick Mahomes still has people to pass to and weapons, but I don't think they'll be as good without Tyreek.
I think that they could still have an AFC Championship team. Yes, Tyreek is gone, and you can never fill his slot, but they have attempted to get more receivers who will help Mahomes this year. Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
Mm-hmm.
Who was the other one? Juju Smith-Schuster.
I agree with that, and I think in a few years they'll be an AFC Championship team. I just don't think this year.
I think that they're definitely making the playoffs,
Yes. Mm-hmm.
and I think that they can at least make to the AFC Championship. And depending on how their chemistry works out this year, which I think it'll be pretty good, I think that he's still got Kelsey. It's not like he's lost his two great weapons.
Yeah.
He's still got Kelsey, and he's still got his running back, Salah Edwards-Helaire. I think that they can at least make it to the AFC Championship game.
And that brings us to our next question.
Well, I think the Chiefs are going to be pretty good, but how are they going to be able to compete with the other powerhouses in the AFC West?
I mean,
I don't think they'll be able to compete with the Bengals.
I think that they can still compete with the Bengals. Yes, the Bengals made it to the Super Bowl last year. The Chiefs did not. But the Chiefs are still the Chiefs. They can still make it to the Super Bowl.
The only reason I think that is because the Bengals beat the Chiefs while they still had Tyreek Hill, and then if they lose Tyreek Hill, the Bengals even have a better chance of winning.
And my opinion on that question is, I do think that the Bengals in the end will still be able to beat the Chiefs. And it's just, with Tyreek Hill gone, that does leave who will be that receiver. Mecole Hardman. We've seen this guy sprint downfield. We've seen him return those balls like a pro, because he is a pro. And I just think that this could be his chance to open up.
And number 22.
They do not need a number one receiver. If they don't have a number one receiver, they spread the ball around.
I think I agree
They
with
have
that.
MVS, they have Mecole Hardman, and they have Juju Smith-Schuster.
Yes.
That means they have good slot receiver and 2 good deep ball receivers.
Yep.
I completely agree with that. Because they still have Kelsey, so they should be fine. I think that they can still compete. I think that they definitely can compete with the other teams in the AFC West.
Mac Jones.
How do you feel?
Mac Jones.
How do you think Juju's impact off the field will could it have a potential on him getting potentially released and being benched at all?
Well,
I could see that happening. They may play him on the Bucs a few times, but I could see that happening.
Well, that's
And
all the time we
lastly,
have.
this question.
Speaking of the Chiefs in AFC West, what is a bold prediction surrounding the standings in the AFC West?
I think the Bengals will be first.
I agree with him. And that's all the time we have today. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time on Inside the NFL.
Back to you.